One of the ways to look just striking, just have such a presence, is to wear a monochromatic outfit. Today, I'm sharing some tips and some beautiful monochromatic outfits. Today's video is sponsored by Nordgreen. Hello ladies, welcome to today's video. My name is Kay and this is Dress for My Day. If you've not been here before, I'm so glad that you're here and I hope you will subscribe to my channel before you leave. So, have you started your Christmas shopping? Have you started down your list? I hope so. And by the way, I have lots of great shopping guides at my blog at dressformyday.com and also on the LTK shopping app. So be sure to check either of those places to shop those great Christmas shopping guides. I've got gifts for men and women and young adults and older adults and people at work and people you're just exchanging gifts like in a club or something. So a little bit of everything. So be sure to check there for all that. But today I want to take just a few minutes of your time to share with you some beautiful monochromatic outfits and really give you some style tips for how to pull this together. Because I think dressing monochromatically, which simply means you're wearing the same color or the same neutral head to toe, generally speaking, and just maybe some different shades of that color, but you know, kind of the same color all over your body. And that can feel a little intimidating, I think, if you've not done it before. I think the first time I put on a monochromatic outfit, I probably took it off because I just thought, whoa, what am I doing here? It's a little scary. I'm gonna take the scary out of it today, give you some great tips and some confidence builders so that you can do this, because honestly, the holidays is one of the best times to dip your toe in the water and try this style hack. I guess I'd call it the style, because it just is a good holiday thing, right? I mean, you could wear head to toe red, head to toe green, head to toe gold, a beautiful blue, and you will look so holiday ready, even if nothing on you shines or glitters or anything. It just really does make a presence. So before we get into that though, I want to share a little bit about our sponsor. I am so grateful to be working with Nordgreen again. I've been working with them for several years now, and they are my favorite watch brand. Today I'm going to be showing you the Infinity watch from Nordgreen with a gold mesh band, a brown leather band, and a duo-toned 5-link band. So Nordgreen is a Scandinavian watch company that creates watches that really have a classic appeal to them, but they also look modern and contemporary, and that's why I love them. You know, I'm always saying here, don't try to look younger, aim for modern, and if you look modern, you'll actually look more youthful. And so Nordgreen kind of helps me do that. They create the most lovely watches. They have that pared back Scandinavian aesthetic to them and that minimalist approach, and I really like that. And the good thing too is when you buy from Nordgreen, you then have the opportunity to choose. Once you receive your purchase, you get to go online and choose one of 3 NGOs that you'll contribute a part of the proceeds from your purchase to. So I love that Nordgreen does this, that they support other things out in the world. They give back. That's really important to them. It's also really important to them to make good use of their materials, to have recyclable packaging and all those great things. So they're a very responsible brand and I love that. But the most important thing I love about them is the quality of their watches is just great. And they have some beautiful jewelry. I'm wearing their jewelry today. I have a beautiful bracelet and a necklace, the little pearl on it. My earrings also have a little pearl. I'll be wearing some other earrings, I think too, throughout the video from Nordgreen. So be sure to check out their jewelry also. But I definitely want you to focus on the watches I'm wearing today. They're all just stunning. Well, it's actually, like I said, it's one watch with multiple bands. And that is another great thing, is when you buy from Nordgreen, all of the watches can be, you can interchange the bands, and it's very easy to do. I can do it myself, you know, it's so easy. So that's definitely a bonus too. You can even buy a bundle that has a watch and 2 bands in it. So that's really nice. The good news is that they are indeed having their Black Friday, Cyber Monday specials. They go through November 30th. You'll get up to 50% off on their website, but if you use my coupon code KAYHRMS, you get another 15% off on top of that. So that's just really generous of them. I'm so grateful that we have this partnership with Nordgreen, because you get that discount code that you can use anytime. Anytime you order from Nordgreen, you can use my code. It always stacks on top of any kind of deal they're offering. But now is a great time to buy a Nordgreen watch or a piece of jewelry for someone you love. I've already gifted my daughter, my mother, my husband Nordgreen watches. I think the other people in my family are getting a little jealous and wondering where theirs is. So I'll probably be doing that soon too. So let's move on now with these tips for how to dress monochromatically and look oh so striking. The reason you want to do that is it really does make a presence. You know, just a couple of days ago, I had a video come out about, do you ever feel invisible and what can we do about that? And in that video, I offered 10, I think, really effective tips for feeling more visible, for feeling like you're making more of a presence in the room and hopefully being acknowledged by other people. They're noticing you, they're paying attention so they can listen, so you can engage. One of the tips that I mentioned in that video is to wear color strategically and to dress in a way that fits and flatters your body, because that's going to help us to show up, right? Well, dressing monochromatically is one of the best skills that you can develop so that you can wear truly outfits that are just striking. And why is it so striking? Well, first of all, that much color, or that much of a neutral even, just makes a statement. It just really has a presence. You're just going to fill up some space in a room that way. Secondly, though, it denotes confidence, because everybody knows it takes a little confidence to wear that kind of outfit, to wear a color, especially, I think, from neck to toe. And so if you show up dressed up in all red or all blue or all green, whatever, then you look like a confident woman, and that speaks something about you. And then also just wearing a monochromatic outfit, that same color head to toe, it's like a column. So it does two things. It slenderizes to a degree, and especially if you do some of the things I'm going to share with you. And it also elongates, so it makes you look taller because you don't have any interrupted lines generally in a monochromatic outfit. So it's very beneficial. It's just a great way to dress. So let me share with you a few tips, and then I'm also, as I do that, I'll show you some outfits, but then I'm going to go back and point out a few things about each of these outfits. My first tip is to mix multiple shades or intensities of the same color. So a monochromatic outfit is indeed one, color, head to toe, but it doesn't have to be just one shade of that color. In fact, really, you want to create kind of a multi-dimensional look to that monochromatic look. So you're going to use the same color, but in some different shades, some different intensities. So for instance, in this gray outfit, it's monochromatically gray, but you do see some different shades of gray, obviously. Some of them are a little cooler, a little warmer, they're darker, they're lighter, whatever. And I actually even threw in a little dash or two of some beige or tan or whatever. So don't be afraid to interrupt your monochromatic outfit a little bit with some pattern and even some other colors. As long as you're really, you're intensifying that color from shoulder to toe, it's definitely going to still have the effect of a monochromatic look. Here I'm wearing a beautiful gray skirt from J. Crew. It's a pleated skirt. It's just got the nicest drape. And I've worn some gray pumps. These are old, like 5 or 6 years old pumps of mine, but so they're a different color. And then I have on a sweater that has it's mostly gray, but it does have a little bit of black, a little bit of camel and beige in there. And I've worn my gray overcoat. So it's got some different intensities of gray in the outfit. My next tip is to add some definition to your outfit. So you don't want to look like just a big blob of that color, right? You don't want it to be completely undefined. So I do suggest adding some definition, but remember, there's more than one way to add definition to an outfit. I think immediately our mind goes to wear pieces that are really fitted, that really slim fit, or they have really a crisp fit to them. But these days it's very popular, very on trend to wear some relaxed fit pieces, whether that's your relaxed fit pants, trouser type pant, or a relaxed fit sweater or blazer or whatever. So don't be afraid to do that with your monochromatic looks. You can just add some definition in some places. And here are some key ways to add definition. You can do that with a belt. You can do that with a tuck, whether it's a full tuck or just a front tuck. You can even add definition with a collar. For instance, if you have an open collar, like a V-neck collar, that adds more definition than, say, a roll neck or a turtleneck or something. So also just like, where are the seams? Are the seams on the shoulder, or do you have a drop shoulder sweater on? So think about making sure that there's at least some places in your outfit to add definition. I also find that classic pieces like a shoe, for instance, a loafer or a pump, is going to add more definition than some other shoes, maybe a boot with an almond toe. So there are a multitude of ways to add definition to your outfits. Now, all that said about definition, but I'll have to say too that I like for there to be a little variation in fullness and in fit in a monochromatic outfit. I've noticed that when you're wearing one color, shoulder to toe, if everything fits really closely. Now, I've done that here. I've done that with my red sweater and red trousers that are close fitting. That looks nice and it is slenderizing, but I kind of like an outfit too where maybe there's a little bit more volume up top and then maybe things are a little bit more slender down below, or vice versa, or even some fullness all over. I kind of think that a monochromatic outfit can handle more fullness than maybe some other kinds of outfits because it is that column, because it is elongating and it is just naturally slimming. So don't be afraid of a little fullness in your monochromatic outfit. Probably the biggest tip, number 3, for wearing monochromatic is to mix your textures. Make sure you bring several different textures to the outfit. In fact, I would say the more the merrier. So just think of some of the textures that, especially that you have at your disposal right now in the fall and winter. Things would include like corduroy or cashmere or wool or cotton, you have denim, you have sequins and fur and pearl and rhinestones, and you have even feathers are really big right now. You have satin and silk, just so many different tweed, like a wool tweed, a boucle, blazer, there's so many different textures, and you're definitely going to see here in the outfits that I'm showing you today that I've got a lot of texture going on, because that's where you're bringing the interest to the outfit. It makes the outfit look more multi-dimensional, like I referred to earlier, instead of one-dimensional. And you could really run into kind of a one-dimensional problem if you don't bring some extra textures to the outfit. So really think about that when you're putting those pieces together from your wardrobe. Number 4 is don't forget about your accessories. Of course, you're going to do that, but accessories really can change the tone of your outfit. So even if you've put together some pieces, let's say you go into your closet, because here's the thing about monochromatic dressing. Sometimes I do it like I buy an outfit intentionally monochromatic, but I think more often than not, if you see me wearing a monochromatic outfit, it's because I just happened to pull those things together from my wardrobe. I didn't like buy them intentionally that way. I was able to pull them together. And why was I able to do that? This is a big thing that I talk about, it's because I have a pared down color palette. Because I only have 3 to 5 neutrals and I only have 3 to 4 signature colors in my closet at any given time. So if this year I'm wearing red and I'm wearing lavender and I'm wearing some blue and maybe some pink, then I've got those things in my closet. And I'm able to pull together those outfits. So when I'm doing that, when I'm looking through my closet and I'm finding, oh, let's see, how can I create a monochromatic outfit with all the red that I have? Because I have 2 pairs of red pants. I have lots of red sweaters. I have a couple of pairs, maybe 3 pairs of red shoes. I've got red handbags. I have all the red things so I can pull it together. But I do want to make sure that I pull together multiple textures so that I can do that. Now, I also, though, want to pull together some accessories. So don't be afraid to shop for some accessories in those colors that are your signature colors. But even if you don't have accessories in the color that you're putting together with your monochromatic look, you can still add some other accessories that will continue the vibe of that monochromatic look. So your accessories are important. They help to set the tone of your outfit. They can just really change the direction of it. For instance, if I were to wear this outfit here that is really like party ready, a little dressy, but if I were to put on some sneakers, that would change everything. It would just look a little bit more fun, a little bit more casual. So think about using your accessories strategically with your monochromatic outfit. Number 5 is, I kind of think this about every outfit, but especially when you're doing monochromatic, because otherwise it can look a little boring, is you want to add something to your outfit that's a little unexpected. Add some interest and, like I said, a little juxtaposition, just something that maybe was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. So I think, you know, for instance, some feathers, you know, maybe just something that's a little blousier. Maybe a red shoe, a red handbag, you know, there's just so many ways you could do that, but something that's just a little different, that really pulls everything together. It makes a little bit of a statement that just seems a little different. There's nothing wrong with just a beautiful, let's say a red suit, red blazer, or maybe a little red cami underneath, red trousers, red, that's all really pretty, nothing wrong with that. But when you throw in something a little unexpected, it can really change everything and makes that outfit just look all the more interesting. Tip number 6 is don't forget your outerwear. You're going to have to, especially as we're getting into the colder months, you really have to think about that if you want to pull off that completely monochromatic look. So if I'm really going monochromatic, then I'm going to need to know, okay, do I have a coat to wear with that that's going to work? And I do, in fact, have red coats, I have gray coats, I even have a lavender coat. So I have the coat so you can make it work. Now, however, let's look at this outfit here real quick. I was wearing monochromatic, let's say, you know, camel, and you know, that's going on. I've worn different shades of camel, and it's all camel head to toe, and I like it. But when I went to put on my camel coat, it just looked a little too much. So be aware of that you're going to have to really just look in the mirror and make a call sometimes and decide, does that working for me or not? I personally don't think this camel coat works with that. I think maybe I have too many tones of camel going. I may have got, you know, too much variation there in the camel, and then when I added the camel coat, it just looked like one more layer of little brown. So I decided instead to go a different route. I remembered that I had a cashmere scarf that had camel and gray. I think it's got a little beige too. And I was already going to wear that with the camel coat. But then I thought, you know what, maybe let's use that to bridge this monochromatic outfit of camel with my gray coat instead. So what I've really done, I guess you could say, is created a column of color. There's the column of camel underneath. You have the gray coat on, you have the scarf that has both of those, camel and gray, and so it pulls it together really nicely. I take off the gray coat, take off the scarf, still have a nice outfit, but when I put it all back on, I think it just looks a little bit better. It makes a little bit better first impression. So just think about that. You're either on your outerwear, you're going to need to wear the same color as your monochromatic look, or something that would work with it, right? That you could kind of create that column underneath your outerwear. So that's just two different ways to approach it. And my last tip is that if you're just not ready to go monochromatic head to toe, or you realize you don't have the things in your closet to do that, then create a half monochromatic look. And I guess that would be 2 chromatics. But so like I've done here, I've created an outfit where I've got a purple sweater and a different color, a different shade of purple, a lighter lavender outerwear coat over that. So I get that pop of color. It definitely conveys the confidence, the boldness. It definitely makes a statement. Creates a presence there. So I have that, but I'm wearing gray jeans and even gray boots. And so my tip here is, if you're going to do that, is to keep your jeans or your pants, your skirt, whatever you're working with, in the same intensity as what you have going on up top so that it blends together, so you still get that seamless effect, that elongating effect. It's still easy on the eyes. You don't have a lot of busyness going on. It keeps everything very just toned down. And then you still get the impact of the, monochromatic at the top, but at the bottom you're not distracting or pulling away from that. Let me just go through back quick and highlight some of these that I've been showing you. So I wanted to show you this red outfit again, the kind of a holiday look, I think. So this is a red skirt. It's one of those pleated skirts again, and a cashmere sweater with a little roll neck at the top. Here's what I was talking about with having some fullness and not being afraid of that fullness. Now I can give it that little front tuck for that definition if I want to, but I kind of like it left out too. It's still nice and elongating because it's all one color, right? But I kind of like the fullness there. I really pulled this off with red shoes. I just happen to have some red suede pumps. I think they're Mark Fisher, and I can link you to some similar ones if they don't still have this. And I had that red leather handbag, and look at how many textures I have there. I have a satiny finish on the skirt, that cashmere sweater, I have suede in my shoes, and leather in my handbag. So a lot of texture going on, a lot of different, everything is not the exact same red. It doesn't even, not all of it's even from the same store, but it really pulls together nicely. Here's another thing I wanted to point out about this gray outfit. I've got some gray jeans, a gray sweater with some texture because it has some metallic, which is another great thing to do, especially at this time of year when you're doing maybe something holiday appropriate. Doesn't have to be fancy. You don't have to be going to a ball. This could be a really nice daytime outfit, but I have that metallic in that sweater, and I also have some silver metallic little loafers. So those just really add a little different texture visually as well as, texturally there. And I really like the way that pulls together. Now, what I wanted to point out about this outfit though is I didn't have a gray handbag of any kind. Now I could have worn black and that would work if you have that, but I decided to go with ivory. For one thing, ivory accessories are just very on trend right now, whether you have ivory shoes or an ivory handbag. And this particular ivory handbag by Amy Kestenberg has silver hardware on it. So I just think that works nicely. I'm also wearing my multi-tone, it's a silver and gold infinity watch from Nordgreen, and some other jewelry like that too, some multi-tone jewelry. So having some multi-tone jewelry and multi-tone watch like that in your arsenal really helps to pull these kinds of looks together, adds more texture to that monochromatic look. I also wanted to point out this red outfit that's really definitely a holiday kind of outfit. I'm wearing some plaid pants here that I just love. They're from last year, but I think Talbot's has some very similar to them again this year. And then I have on that red cashmere sweater from J. Crew. I do have some of those red suede pumps, so I've worn those here. And I've even got a red gift to give away, a red gift, a bag there. Got me a Nordgreen watch to take to somebody in my bag. And I have my red leather shoulder bag. But so you can create a monochromatic look, even though these pants are plaid, and of course they have other colors in them, but you're still getting that monochromatic effect. This is just one of my favorite outfits. I will wear this at least 2 or 3 times during the holidays because I love it. Obviously, like I said, this is going to have a presence. It's going to make a statement. It conveys confidence, and yet it's very comfortable. It's very easy to wear. It does not feel intimidating to me. Now, if you didn't have red shoes, and actually I would probably do this even if I do have red shoes. I love the red shoes with it, but if I wanted something flatter, I would wear my little flats here from Ally, and they work just really nicely. And I think the reason these work, because I actually tried my beige flats and then I changed into these cognac ones. I like these better because they're in the same intensity level as the outfit. So I do think that's key. If you don't have shoes in the color that you're wearing, head to ankle, let's say, then definitely wear shoes that are in the same intensity as the most of your outfit, or at least especially the pants or the skirt of your outfit. It just helps to continue that nice unbroken line. So those are my tips, and I hope you enjoyed seeing a few outfit ideas. I think most of these are things that you could wear right now. Some of them were little holiday, you know, party type, but not really. You could wear any of those. And remember, I always have links below to everything that I've shown you that is available, and I'll try to give you some substitutes for things that were not available. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up on your way out, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But don't forget to shop through the link below at Nordgreen and to use my code KAYHRMS for another 15% off of the already great Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals that they have going on through November 30th. I think a watch would be such a great present for somebody in your family or for you. All right, ladies, I'll see you again next Wednesday. Bye now.